In this episode of Rainbow Hilton, the podcast, you're going to see how I reclaimed my messy sexual past beginning at the age of 6, turned into something of passion, connection, love. You won't want to miss it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rainbow Hilton, the podcast that helps lost and lonely gay youth slay suicide and live. So today, if you're tuning in for the first time, we're starting with a hot topic, and it's sex. What is sex? Well, there's an average that heterosexual males lose their virginity around 17, where the statistic for gay youth is around 14. For my story, I was under 6. And so I was having sex or engaging in sexual encounters before I even knew what sex was. Sure, I knew the physical act of it in 4th grade, in 6th grade, talked about. But my hidden story was my abuse started before 6 and continued well into my 30s. I developed an unhealthy relationship through my sexual abuse for my sexual life. When does the abuse stop? I am grateful that I never had to go through what it feels like to abuse another person. I just put it all on me. So I'm not sure where Bon Bon was, my mom. But in 4th grade, I would end up in those bathrooms. In 5th grade, I would end up in those bathrooms and give 40-year-old men blowjobs. Was that sex? I now, as a 40-something, looking back on that, that was abuse. That wasn't sex. I consented, but I was 9. In the Sears bathroom with a 40-year-old. That's not appropriate. And as a 9-year-old, I knew kind of that wasn't appropriate, that all of my friends at school weren't going and hooking up with people in the bathroom, but I did know I was. And that shame, in that sick cycle of abuse that I was in at self level, took a lot of layers to unfold. Even looking back at it right now, thinking of my history with sex, it started before I knew the definition. So in my 30s, I chose to reclaim who I am and what my sex life looks like, and met the most amazing person on the planet, my husband, Travis, and he taught me what connection, self-expression, love, the ability to be who you are, to be hurt even if he doesn't understand it because he had a really good life. And I'm so glad he did. But my past, especially with sex, it wasn't so pretty. It was unmentionable because no one talks about it. You think I had people asking me if I was okay? No. I couldn't share my story until now. But now I get to share my story to make sure you're not stuffing it. And you deserve a healthy temple to express who you are in. And you get to choose who's invited into your temple, whether it's a hug or sex. You are in control. The art of sex is connection. The art of sex is expression. The art of sex is finding someone that you love, that you want to explore moments, powerful moments in time with. That's what sex is. Sex is not happening at you without a choice. Sex is not hooking up secretly, whether it's in a bathroom or not. Sex is not a competition of when can I lose my virginity. Sex is something sacred. And I feel so old saying this, but like abstinence is the access. I didn't get the choice to stay abstinent. Maybe you didn't either. But even though I didn't, I reclaimed it. And I get to create with it instead of it being forced at me. And that's what I want for you too. You cannot have sex without love, without boundaries, without a healthy relationship at self and with another person. Sex isn't hooking up. It's not about the outcome. It's about the process, just like life. It's never going to stop. We're always going to have another unfolding coming forward. Do you want to play Monopoly having all the money? No, it's nice to get a little scarce sometimes. But that just reminds you to keep going. So if sex is unhealthy in your realm, reach out and tell someone. Whether it's at school, whether it's the Trevor Project, whether it's private messaging me, I would align you with anything that I can. But you need to find your courage. It's okay. It's okay not to be okay about it and still talk about it. I'll listen. You're going to get through this, and you are going to turn something that seemed really messy, really awful, and turn it into something really beautiful. Sex is sacred. So thanks for joining me. You are in control of who you choose to have sex with or not. It's not cool to have sex. What's cool is to respect yourself and find the art in it, the love in it, the connection. That's the point. So thanks for tuning in, and follow your rainbow.